teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and open for more here in Week 2. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Herbert on first down now. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Herbert off of play action. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Down the right sideline. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Play action, now it's Lance. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out and picked up by the Chargers.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do better? Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. The Charger drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now it's Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. That's taken on the 25. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off of play action, here's Lance. Finding Gray going across the field. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down, San Francisco.
On play action, Lance. And he'll just get rid of it.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a play fake. Lance. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to be 49er football. Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times I think they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. to pick up the first down and move the chains. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Herbert now. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Lance looking to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Gray on the jet sweep. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Danny Gray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 10.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he finds a man on a crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Herbert. That is caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this pass caught by Gray. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Lance. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7. Able to find Gray here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Play action. Now it's Lance. To the sideline. He's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. McCaffrey on the counter. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 or 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Now Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. They find some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Lance back to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Herbert to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And they will get the conversion on fourth down to stay alive, but time, not an ally. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Lance. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside line.